We have a lot of cards to look over from Doom of Dimensions that were revealed from Tri-Brigade to Black Rose Dragon support and even brand new True Draco cards. So let's talk about them and let's get right into it. First off, let's take a look at the new Tri-Brigade cards from Doom of Dimensions. And during the stream, we had our lovely Miss Inako cosplay, Tri-Brigade Baron Blossom. And it is a very well done cosplay, and honestly, it looks rather quite well. And honestly, overall, she did a fantastic job. Konami did a fantastic job doing this stream once again. And let's take a look at the brand new Tri-Brigade cards. We have Tri-Brigade Arms and Mauser. She is a link to Earth Beast with 1800 defense, or attack, and it points bottom left and bottom right. So what does this card do? Well, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit because it's kind of small. It takes two Beast Warriors and or Wing Beast monsters, and you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is link summoned, you can send two Tri-Brigade cards with different names from your deck and or extract to the graveyard, except another copy of Mauser. And also, you cannot special summon from the extract for the rest of the turn, except Beast Warriors, and Wing Beast monsters. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one face-up monster on the field, change it to face-down defense position. This is a really good card for Tri-Brigade because it allows you to just dump cards that you really need. Like, if your Fractal gets negated, you could just easily use the effect send copy of Baron Blossom from your extract and a copy of Kit, so you get a send plus a draw to put back a card from your deck from your hand to the deck. And then you get the Nerval to get the Karis, and honestly, it's a really good card, and I am very impressed of a new Link 2. Now, we have another Tri-Brigade card being Tri-Brigade Hammer, being a quick play spell, and really, it's a really powerful card. Activate one of these effects, but you can only use each of these effects of this card's name once per turn. Add a Tri-Brigade spell or trap card from your deck to your hand, except Tri-Brigade Hammer. Literally, you're just searching out Tri-Brigade Revolt, so you don't really need Bear Brum to search it. And then banish any number of Tri-Brigade cards from your graveyard. Special summon one Tri-Brigade Link monster from your extract with a Link rating equal to the number banished, ignoring its summoning condition. Also, you cannot special summon from the extract for the rest of this turn, except Beast Warrior, and Wing Beast monsters. So this is a very good card to put in tandem with something like Tri-Brigade Revolt. So you Revolt to go into an Omen, then you can activate this, banishing 5 to summon out Blacephalus II, or you can even summon out other cards like Rugal, or even summon out Mauser now. And honestly, it's a really good spell card because it just searches Revolt, so you don't have to go into Bear Brum and have to rely on Bear Brum. But overall, definitely a very good card, and being a quick play spell, it can play around Droll Lockbird. If they go Chainlink 1 Droll, you can just chain this as Chainlink 2. So in my opinion, as a Tri-Brigade player, these are two really useful cards, and I cannot wait to see how much they impact the deck, because it's been so long since they got in support that the last time it was playable was Tri-Brigade Sprite, and this is definitely going to be utilized in Tri-Brigade Sprite more. And now let's get into the Black Rose Dragon support. We have 5 cards. We have Violence Witch, being a level 4 Dark Plant effect monster with 1100 attack and 1200 defense. This is a Violet Witch retrain, I would think. And you can use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. If you control a Black Rose Dragon, or a monster that mentions it, or a plant synchro monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard and a synchro monster is on the field, you can discard one card, special summon one plant monster with 1500 or less defense from your deck. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of this turn except synchro monsters. Honestly, off to an interesting start for the deck because it allows you just to summon this for free if you have something like a Red Rose Dragon, which I think has Black Rose Dragon in its text. It's been a while since I looked at these cards, and it's a good extender, and yeah, it does mention Black Rose Dragon, so you can instantly go into a Black Rose Dragon just from a Red Rose Dragon, which is very good. Next up, we have Twilight Rose Black Knight. So we have a Rose or Twilight Rose Knight upgrade. It is a level 3 Dark Plant Tuner effect monster with 1000 attack and defense, and you can only use the first and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can special summon one Black Rose Dragon or one level 4 or lower plant monster from your graveyard, but effects are negated. That's completely fine. So you're just going into Black Rose Dragon, Moonlight Rose Dragon, or even the brand new retrain for Black Rose Dragon, which is right here, which is Bramble Rose Dragon. 2400 attack, 1800 defense, level 7 fire plant synchro monster, takes a plant tuner and one or more non-tuner monsters. This definitely looks like a scene from the anime. You can only use the second and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. Each time your opponent activates a monster effect, inflicts 600 damage to them. When that effect resolves, and if you do, all face-up monsters they control lose 600 attack. So it could burn now. Honestly, this is fine. And and it's a stackable attack loss. That's really useful in tight situations. But if you're going first, you could just have this out and your opponent has played very carefully with this. During your main phase, quick effect, you can tribute this card, special summon one Black Rose Dragon from your X deck. This is treated as a synchro summon. Board nuke. Okay, yeah, quick effect board nuke. That's fine. Then we have you can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon one level 4 lower plant tuner from your graveyard. So you're just summoning back Twilight Rose Black Dragon, which is completely fine. After that, let's get into 8 Rose Witch. So it's a Rose Witch upgrade that looks like it's combined with Splendid Rose in my opinion. It is a dark plant synchro effect monster with 1600 attack and 2400 defense, and it takes one tuner, one or more non-tuner monsters. This is completely generic. You can only use the first and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is synchro summoned, you could send up to 2 plant monsters from your graveyard. You can send up to 2, one from your deck and one from your extra deck. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn, except synchro monsters. Plant monsters you control cannot be destroyed by effects, and if a card's on the field is destroyed by a card effect while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon it. So they want you to send Glow Up Bulb off of this card, just so you could go up into literally the new Bramble Rose Dragon or Black Rose Dragon. Yeah, that's definitely coming off. Konami knew what they were doing yesterday when they revealed when they posted just Glow Up Bulb, and overall, this is going to be a very interesting synchro monster. Also works very well with Phoenician Cluster Amaryllis, because if it gets destroyed and then you get to just revive this, that's really good. And then we have Black Rose Garden, a new continuous spell card for the Rose Garden cards. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn, and you can only use the third effect of this card's name per turn. When this card resolves, you can add one Rose Dragon monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Face-up monsters on the field become plant monsters. Cool. If this card is destroyed, inflict 100 damage to your opponent for each plant monster to your graveyard and banishment. Then, if it was destroyed by the effect of Black Rose Dragon, inflict 2400 damage to them. So, you nuke the board with Black Rose, you have about 10 plants in the graveyard. Your opponent takes 3400 in total. This is really good. Being a continuous spell, this is really interesting. I need to see how this all works together, and honestly, that's very interesting. And the ghost rare, or the holographic rare, I should say, is the Garden Rose Maiden from a while ago. So there's that. Overall, this support's very interesting. I definitely need to sit around and test it out to see how this deck now functions with the new support. And finally, let's get into the true Draco support. And this is a lot of things. This is one of the things that I was looking at from Battle Legends, because these are the only unaccounted for cards in the reprint. So I kind of had a hunch that these were going to be coming out soon. So let's get into it and let's talk about it. So first off, we have the brand new masterpiece, the true Draco Overlord. So he is a Draco Overlord now. That's interesting. He is a Level 10 Dark Worm Effect Monster, 2950 attack and defense. Okay. I don't think that matters. Requires 3 tributes to normal summon the face up, but you can tribute continuous spells and trap cards you control as well as monsters. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. When your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand or field and you control this tribute summon card, quick effect, you can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. If this tribute summon card is destroyed by battle or by your opponent's card effect while its in its owner's control, you can skip your opponent's next main phase. So it doesn't have any protections. And literally, if you're in main phase 1, you nuke this, it skips the next main phase, so there's no main phase 2. That skip is not really worthwhile. It will come up to be like, oh, you skip your main phase 2, and that's literally it. But monster negation is really good because, I don't know how I feel about this one. It reads all right. It's a all right boss monster, but Masterpiece is still way better than this. That's for sure. Because it has the unaffected by whatever type you tribute, and the quick effect destruction, which is still pretty good. But I don't really think a negation is really that useful on a tribute. Oh, it is what it is, though. We have Marinin Paradox, the true Draco Phoenix Knight. You are a level 6 Wind Worm effect monster with 1800 attack and 1400 defense, so you are a downgraded evil version. Okay. That's very interesting. To tribute summon this face-up card, you can tribute continuous spells or trap cards you control instead of a monster. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is in your hand, you can destroy one other True Draco or True King card in your hand or face-up field, and if you do, special summon this card to either field. If this card is normal or special summon from the hands, banish the top 4 cards of your deck. So you give this to your opponent, banishing the top 4 cards of the deck by destroying a True Draco or a True King card in your hand or face-up field. It triggers the trap card, so if you're going against not Malice, this is a really good card. I could see Kashtira potentially running it because it banishes cards from the opponent's deck. So overall, I don't know how I feel about this. This support is really looking kind of lackluster to me. It's not really capitalizing on what you need because this is just an additional material if you run Monarch Stormforth. But we do have one last card to look at, and that is the brand new continuous spell Draco Standoff. And this has Masterpiece and Elector Pendulum. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn, and you can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. For a continuous spell, when this card resolves, you can add one True Draco or True King monster, or one Draco Slayer or Draco Overlord Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. If a face-up True Draco and or True King monsters you control is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can target one of them, place it face-up in your spell and trap card zone as a continuous spell. This is literally just reading, hey, I could put stuff in my continuous spell or my spell and trap card zone, and I'll just go, yeah, let's utilize Snake Eyes Doomed Dragon by sending this and another continuous spell to summon. If that works like that, but it doesn't. This support's kind of lackluster. Like, the new Tri-Brigade stuff's really good. The Black Rose Dragon I need to mess around with and see, and then the True Draco stuff really isn't True Dracoing. But I think that's all I'm gonna talk about now. And that's all that we have currently to talk about outside of like the Hungry Burger stuff, which Rush Duel has Hungry Burger now. They've given them a new retrain of the ritual spell and a retrain, which is just if there's a Dark Warrior monster in your graveyard, send the top card of your deck to the grave. It gains 200 attack for each Dark Warrior monster in your graveyard until the end of the turn. If there's a face of Hungry Burger on your field, then you can choose one spell trap card on the field, destroy it, and then the recipe is just summoning out Hungry Burger or Hungry Burger. And that's literally it. Hungry Burger is in Rush Duel, so there's that. But anyways, the new Doom and Dimension stuff is really interesting. I'm definitely interested in the Tri-Brigade things to see what they do in the future. But anyways, I've been BoltSpider. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you all in the next video.